I believe that there is an exception to the rule of who's committing crime all over this country. But it's getting a lot of attention. So we got to address it, put it in context, because crime is an issue. And a lack of prosecutions is a part of the issue, whether people like that or not. Now, last month, remember the story where these migrants, I think there were 5 of them, 19 to 24, literally attacked cops in Times Square. Literally tried to beat up cops. And then they let them out with no bail, which goes to a change in prosecutorial, let's say, mentality, because it's not really philosophy, that I believe is attributing to the problem. Today, 5 of those men were arraigned and sent to Rikers, okay? At least 2, now, here's the story, belong to a notorious Venezuelan street gang known as El Tren de Aragua, okay? Now, some believe that El Tren is teaming up with organized crime. Now, why do I make sure I say the name right? Because I don't want them coming after me. That's why. Usually, I don't care if bad guys, how they feel about me pronouncing their name. But with these guys, you know, you got to be careful. So they are creating super gangs by having different criminal organizations come together. This is true. But is our problem here in this country really migrant-driven when it comes to crime? Let's bring in someone who knows, okay? Former DEA agent Jack Riley. He is a cartel hunter and a mentor of mine. And NewsNation Law and Justice contributor Jennifer Coffindaffer, who understands the context in society and how these cases are made. Thank you both, especially on a Friday night. Jack, what happened with the migrants and letting them go, that's bail reform gone bad, okay? But the idea that we should look at that case as proof that super gangs are taking over our cities, where's your head on it?
You know, I'm not sure we're there yet, but I'm reminded of the spread of Mexican cartels in the U.S. to various cells in different cities. We spent a lot of time trying to track their movement. And what scares me is I don't think that's happening now. I think especially this particular Venezuela gang is heavily entrenched in human smuggling. So that's going to give them an opportunity to work the border. And the situation on the border now is fairly porous. So I'm in no way saying all migrants are bad guys, but there are bad guys getting through. And they're like franchises. They're going to go where, number one, they feel comfortable, they have camaraderie, they have their culture, and they can make the most money from committing crime. And we're beginning to see that, I think, in New York, along the border, Chicago, and some other large cities. It reminds me, and I hope we don't have to learn the lesson again, of what happened in the 80s when the Cubans and the Marilito boat float, where we literally lost track of thousands of hardened criminals. I don't think we're there yet, but we need to get a handle on this border, and somebody's got to do their job tracking these people.
Jen, as you know better than I, illegal entrants, other than the illegal entry, tend to be under the radar when it comes to criminality because they're afraid of getting thrown out of the country. So usually their criminality is lower than the civilian population. But it really works to frighten people. What do you believe the context is of what is making crime get out of control in the country now?
Well, I think why it's getting out of control in part is certainly this influx. And I'm just saying in part, it certainly can't be blamed for all the crime we have, but particularly the Tren de Aragua I like the rolling of the R's you did as well.
Yeah, you're afraid of them too. You got to say their name right because Jack can't protect both of us. I'll tell you that right now. Go ahead.
No.
The Tren as it's known. The reason that I'm so concerned about this is learning from history. Particular Mara Salvatrucha, MS-13, it's better known as, Sertrese. These gangs that originated from the South are very dangerous. And this particular gang is actually the head is Nino Guerrero. And he is in prison in Venezuela, but gets to get out and run things from the prison. The prison is really more of a safe haven for these gang members. And the concern I have is how well organized it is. They communicate on WhatsApp. They communicate to individuals in New York that are in these migrant settings. And they've actually contracted them, if you will, to conduct a lot of this crime, including the moped crimes that have almost tripled. And so all of that is really concerning because of the organization of it all, Chris.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.